Good morning, it's Crazy Cheap Chick, and I just got back from the grocery store. It was a cold trip up there. I find one of my best tips is always to get there early, no later than 8 o'clock. 7:30 is even better, and Fridays and Mondays are a pretty good day to do my grocery hauls on. It seems like they mark down a lot of stuff on those days, particularly after a weekend. I find a lot of markdown stuff. But today, I didn't need a lot, but I wanted to get the promotions that Dillon'S has right now, the 4 times fuel points, and the spend $125 3 weeks in a row and you earn $35 off. So I did. And it was a little bit of a struggle to hit 125 because I didn't need that much, but I hit it by buying some common things I use all the time. Now let me show you what I found. And if you hang around all the way to the end, I'm going to tell you some news that I think will make you feel pretty good about your own grocery shopping. There's some statistics I found that they certainly made me feel good. Dillon'S has a couple of promotions going on right now that I wanted to take advantage of. Number one, Fridays is 4 times fuel points. So I've been doing my shopping on Fridays because like today, I earned 536 fuel points. Not bad. And that equates to about 50 cents off a gallon. And I got gas yesterday and I saved like $1.25 a gallon. Gas is $2.49 a gallon. I'm paying $1.25. Today, I spent $134.11 pre-tax, but they have another promotion. If you spend $125 a week for 3 weeks in a row, you're going to earn $35 off. And so I've been trying to hit that 125. And I think it has to be all in one shopping trip. And normally I split my shopping trips up into 2 times during the week, but this week I did it all at once just to make sure. So here's what I got. Got some celery for $1.69, some shredded coconut for $3.49, my yogurt for $5.29, and these blueberries for $3.49, and these mini tomatoes for $3.99. These were the regular priced items. Everything else is sale or clearance. These ramen noodles were $1.50. I got those for my grandkids. And the walnuts were on sale for $3.49. You could buy, you had to, it's one of those promotions where you have to buy 6. And I don't know what all qualifies for the 6, so I just bought 6 walnuts because we go through about a bag of walnuts a week. And then also cheese was on sale. You could buy up to 5, and they were $1.99 a package. Every now and then this gets down to like $1.79 a package, but it's rare. Milk was on sale for $1.49, and I don't normally buy milk, but since I have grandkids coming this weekend for 2 days, I got the milk. That's also why I got the ramen noodles. I bought this chopper. I was going to buy one of these anyway. I was going to get it off Amazon. This cost $16.99 at Dillon'S on sale, and I think the regular price on Amazon is about the same. And so if I like it, I'll put a link in my description. Oranges, $5 for a bag of oranges. I didn't have any clearance oranges. I'm almost out of oranges, so I wanted to get the oranges for my grandkids. I also bought these clearance cookies for $2.47 for my grandkids. Potatoes were on sale for $1.99 a bag. That's cheaper than the clearance potatoes, and that'll get us by for a while. And I didn't get a lot of clearance stuff, but I always find something. This was some Colby Jack cheese, Boar's Head. This is Boar's Head Colby Jack cheese for $2.64. Some Boar's Head ham for $2.67. I got these Salisbury steaks for $4.03 and 4 packages of hamburger for $3.15. And this is going in the freezer. A little bag of tomatoes that are in really nice shape for 99 cents. and 2 romaine lettuce. One of these rang up for 72 cents because I had a coupon, and the other was $1.22. Then 4 packages of cat food for $5.75. And now that I only have one kitty, she's going to be set for a while. So that's what I got. I hit the 125. Oh, and I also got 2 packages of bottled water. These were $2.99 each. Now, I don't normally buy bottled water at all, but that kind of came back to bite me this week when we had a boil ban in Topeka. And even though I live out in the country and I'm in a rural water district, the rural water district buys its water from Topeka, and so I had to boil my water for 2 days, and it was such a pain. I thought I need to get some water just for emergencies. So I did go ahead and buy 2 packages of water for emergencies. I was only under the boil ban for a couple of days because the rural water district was able to switch over to getting their water from another city. But the city of Topeka was under a boil ban, I think, for like a week. And I don't know if it was equipment failure due to the cold weather or frozen pipes or what caused it. But it was quite a thing. And probably good to have at least 2 cases of water for emergencies because they sold out of water real quick in Topeka once they were under that boil ban. And no one could buy it. So what are we eating this week? As always, yogurt, walnuts, coconut, blueberries, fruit and yogurt. Salads for lunch with leftovers. We might have some ham and cheese sandwiches. We have to travel this week down to Dodge City, and so I'll definitely make a sandwich for us when we are on the road. And then with all this hamburger, first of all, I'm going to make probably potatoes and Salisbury steak. And when my grandkids are here, we're going to have tacos one night. And we're taking them out to eat one night. And then with this other hamburger, I can either make meatloaf, I can make spaghetti, I can make goulash. I mean, I've got everything that, hamburgers. I can make whatever I want out of these 2 packages of hamburger. And I've still got plenty of stuff in storage in the pantry that this will feed us for a week. And of course, the cat is having chicken and tuna pate. So I guess the cat's probably eating better than us this week. I guess one thing I would further say is on these promotions, when you're trying to hit 125 but you don't need it, there's always stuff you can stock up on that that lasts a long time, like cat food or walnuts or water. And just to let you know, this thing is working great at keeping my coconut nice and soft. So I bought this fur fetcher de-shedder for Sparky. It has a Sparky on it. Looks just like you. Now let's try this. Oh, look at this. First of all, smell it. See? Now let's try it. Let's see how it works. Yeah, feels good, doesn't it? Don't you like it? Oh yeah, you rolling your belly over. You must kind of like it. Well, we pulled that much fur off, and she's a short-haired dog, so that's pretty good. So I am going to try this contraption. It looks like you have to cut things in half. So let's go ahead and try it. There you go. I like it. A yummy lunch. I've got 5 vegetables in here and 2 fruit. Well, guys, thanks for watching all the way to the end. And I told you if you watched to the end, I was going to share some information that I thought would make you feel like you're not doing so bad. At least that's how it made me feel. I had seen a news article. It was in one of the national, ABC, CBS, NBC. I don't remember which one. And I followed it back to where they got their information, and it came from a website called helpadvisor.com. Anyway, they had done a study on what average food costs were. Now, the government also tracks food costs, and they have a plan, I think it's called like the Thrifty Food Plan, and it's really low. So whenever I compare myself to that, I think, oh man, I'm way overspending. But really, I think the government is just not accounting very well for what people actually spend. So according to healthadvisor.com, and I'm going to put a link in the description, the average household in the United States spends $270.21 per week. And that works out to $1,080 per month. That's average. Now, if you include children, it's $331.94 per week, which works out to $1,327.76. So that's the average. So if you're below that, then you're doing better than average. And so I spend usually around $140, $150 a week. But that's for everything. That's for household expenses and food. So I'm about $100 below average, and that makes me feel good. In Kansas, we came in number 34 of all the states. The average in Kansas was $250.56 per week. And if you go to that healthadvisor.com, then you can look up your state. The most expensive state was California, and the least expensive state was Wisconsin. And so we're pretty low on the list here in Kansas. I have it good, and I know it. But I still plan on growing a garden and trying to offset some of my food costs this summer. I don't expect food costs to go down, do you? And I'm going to tell you, sometimes I call myself a prepper, and I am a little bit of a prepper. And I'll tell you some things that make me that way. I watch the news, and I also read a lot. And I like to go to industry publications for my news because they're generally there's no bias there. They're just reporting on their industry. Well, there's one industry that's really pushing inflation. And so you can go to some of the industry sources. And I'm going to put some links in the description of my video. But there's two things that are going on that are really increasing prices. And you've probably heard about one, which is that Iranian-backed group, what's their name? The Houthis. And they are attacking, I think there's been like 24 attacks on ships, and they're having to reroute ships because of those attacks. And so you've probably heard about that on the news. But maybe one thing you haven't heard on the news is about the Panama Canal. Now, the Panama Canal, a lot of ships go through there, and they've had to limit the number of ships because of drought, because they use fresh water to, I think it takes like 55,000 gallons of fresh water per ship. I couldn't believe it when I read it, but that's what they said. And because of the drought, they're having to limit the ships going through there. So that's also affecting shipping. And then another thing that was on the news recently, I don't know if you caught it or not, but I think it was the Swedish defense minister basically made some comments telling his fellow countrymen to prepare for war. Now, the Supreme Military Commander backed him up and said, yeah. And they weren't saying immediate war, they were saying 5 to 8 years. And so I think probably in my lifetime, we'll see another major war. And that's very sad to me, but I think that's where we're headed, between China and Taiwan and Russia and the Ukraine and something. You know, you watch world conditions, we live in very unsettled times, very unsettled. And I'm not a political person. I don't take sides in politics, but you just read the news and you kind of see what's going on. And I'm not a full-on prepper. I don't have a bunker, but I think I want to grow a garden. Let's say it that way. So anyway, I hope that you have a great weekend. I hope you find some great bargains. And I want you to check back next week. I'm going to have more great information. And the best way to never miss a video is to subscribe. So please subscribe. Also, I'm going to put some links for some products, a couple of products in my description. If you click on those links, I'm an Amazon affiliate. I get a really tiny commission if you order through that link, but I appreciate it when you use my link if you're going to make any purchase on Amazon, because it does help me out. It doesn't even have to be the product that I'm promoting, basically, or that I am recommending because I like it. It can be anything you buy on Amazon, I believe. So help me out and order through my link and subscribe. And I will get back with you next week and hopefully have some more information on how to save some big money at the grocery store and in other areas of your life.